The world didn't break him. He broke himself the day he stopped being who he was. Don't blink. This story is about you. If you're changing yourself to be accepted, stop watching now, because this truth will hurt. In a forgotten corner of the village lived a rooster, not the biggest, not the strongest, but once the most certain of who he was. Every dawn, before the sky found its color, he would climb the same old fence and crow. His voice wasn't just sound, it was purpose. Farmers woke, children stirred. Life began because he spoke. For years, no one questioned his value. Then the world changed. Machines arrived, loud horns replaced his crow. Electric lights mocked the sunrise. People though stopped waiting for morning. They forced it. The rooster still crowed, but no one listened. At first he tried harder. He strained his throat until it burned. He woke earlier. He crowed louder. Still, silence. Soon whispers followed him. He's outdated. What's the use of him now? He doesn't matter anymore. Those words dug deeper than claws. The rooster began watching others. He saw ducks admired for their calm glide on water. He saw pigeons praised for their freedom in the sky. He saw dogs loved just for obedience. And for the first time, the rooster thought, maybe being me is the problem. So he stopped crowing. He walked low like the hens. He tried quacking with the ducks, choking on a sound that wasn't his. He followed pigeons, staring at the sky he could never reach. But no matter where he stood, he didn't belong. The ducks laughed. The pigeons flew away. The hens looked at him with pity. At night, he sat alone, hungry, ignored, invisible. The worst pain wasn't rejection. It was the quiet realization. He had abandoned himself. Without his crow, mornings became confused. Workers overslept. Tasks were delayed. Small problems turned into big ones. Yet no one blamed the rooster. They didn't even remember him. That hurt the most. One freezing dawn, weak and trembling, the rooster climbed the same broken fence where he once stood tall. His feathers were dull. His body thin. His confidence shattered. He almost stayed silent. But then he remembered something painful and powerful. Even when no one listened, his voice still mattered. With a cracked throat and shaking breath, he crowed. Not to impress, not to be accepted, but to exist. The sound was imperfect, raw, honest. And something changed. A farmer paused. A child opened their eyes. The village slowly remembered what real morning felt like. The rooster Bishamwak never became popular again. He was never praised like before, but he was whole. Because when you trade your identity for approval, you become empty. When you silence your truth, the world loses more than you know. You don't need to be loud to be powerful. You don't need permission to be yourself. Even if the world moves on, even if you're ignored, even if you're wounded. Never lose your identity, because a rooster without a crow is just a bird. But a rooster who remembers who he is still owns the dawn.